Hey guys, Buffing You Bet today, bringing our video, and today we're going ahead and look at Tactical Weapons Part 11, I think is the one we're on here, potentially 12, but it'll be in the title for the video. Modern Warfare 3 Season 4, Tactical Weapons. Go ahead and jump into it. First off, we have our Militant for our Shadow Company Operator and our Grunt Work for our Ranger Operator, both Modern Warfare 2 skins. Some of the very few immersive skins we've gotten since Modern Warfare 2019. There is a lot of Space Dinosaur Bunny Rabbit skins in the game, though, if that's your thing. So let's go ahead and back out. We'll jump right into it here with our tactical weapons. We have some nice ones here with some aftermarket parts from Season 4 as well. So starting off, the Holger 26. This is the LMG variant of the G36. So this is technically the MG36, but we're converting it to a G36 KA4 with this one. So we'll go ahead. Holger 26, we're going to want the Harbinger D20 suppressor. This is just for tactical aesthetics. Undetectable by radar, bullet velocity, firing aim stability, recoil control. Hurt with the aim down sight speed, but again, not really a big deal. You have a faster rate of fire with this one too versus the AR variant, which is why I prefer it. The Cairo 6 match, this is going to give us the KA4 barrel with the quad pick rails on it, so we'll go ahead and select that. The Vortex 9. Now this is personal preference. You can really run any optic with this. I like this one just because you have the EOTech with the different magnifier there. Looks like it's more. It just appears to be more on a riser versus the regular EOTech flip hybrid. So I just like the aesthetic appeal of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that one. We'll skip the stock. Magazine option, 40 round mag of the 5.56x45 data. You have a base 60, and then you have a 100 round C-mag also available. Then we're going to run the Commando foregrip for our idle aim stability and recoil control, with the cons being the aim down sight speed. So this is our G36 KA4. Really nice build here. Big fan of this one. This is again using the MG36, the LMG variant of the Holger platform. Gives us a much more realistic rate of fire to the real-life version of the G36. Next up in this class, before we jump into the firing range, we have the new Lockman Shroud with the Jock Decimator conversion kit to make it a fully automatic version of the MP5 SD2. In this case, we're running it with the fixed stock, or actually it may be a SD4, I believe, with the fixed butt stock, because we do have fully automatic capability. So base barrel, we did the conversion for this yesterday. We talked about how none of these barrels are actually correct, but that's as close as we're going to get. VLK 7mW laser. I'm going to be running the KR V4 one times on the riser again, just because it looks really nice. I like the risers in this one, particularly with that optic, and you get a boost to your aim down sight speed, which is nice. Stock, we're going to run the Mirror Recoil 56 stock. This is going to give us that fixed MP5 buttstock. Then we're going to run a Lockwood Precision grip on this as well. And obviously we're running the Jock Decimator, which converts this from a 3-round burst to a fully automatic. You can see the change in the lower part of the receiver there with the trigger group and everything there. So that'll give us fully automatic for this as well. So this is our MP5 SD4, I believe it is, if I'm remembering correctly. Just the same as the SD3 that we covered the other day. However, this one has a fixed buttstock and fully automatic capability, so it is select fire option. Let's go ahead and jump into the firing range here with the G36 KA4 to start. Now, this one, I remember when I was playing Warzone, I was running this a lot. Very similar build. The rate of fire on this is great. This is the true assault rifle, how it should perform. The assault rifle platform, or weapon in this one, it just has such a slow rate of fire. This one is much more spot on. Now, we don't have the best attachments, obviously, for recoil. You could easily throw a better grip on there, probably in a barrel. But this is just super aesthetically pleasing, very tactical, and again, has the correct rate of fire versus the AR platform. Next, the MP5 SD4, I believe. 9x19. Very nice and fully automatic for sure. Faster rate of fire than it had in the 3-round burst. However, you do have added recoil, which we covered in the conversion for this video, or this weapon the other day. Next up, we're going back out, and we're going to be covering the Barrett MWIII here, the Watchdog 141. This is the blueprint. This is the MCPR 300 with the Watchdog 141 blueprint. So again, this is pretty much the same blueprint you would get. This was a Twitch drop item, I believe. So the FTAC Ripper has a blueprint here with its wrap suppressor, or the Reaper, excuse me. Then we're going to run the Raptor optic. We're going to run the Cronin Lion buttstock. 15-round magazine of that 338 Norma Magnum, and just a bipod. So that's the Barrett MWIII with that Watchdog blueprint. Just a really nice looking weapon. I do love the way this blueprint looks, and I'm glad I was able to get that for a Twitch drop. Next up, we're running the same suppressor actually here with the FTAC Recon or the 458 SOCOM M4. We have the FTAC Reaper, and again, with that Watchdog blueprint, you get a wrapped version of the suppressor, which is awesome. So, going to go ahead and run that. The long barrel, the 419mm exfil barrel. Going to run the 1 milliwatt laser for a correct PEC 15. Then we're going to run the Angel 40, or the Angle 40 4.8 with the flip, and the Commando foregrip there. So this is our M4, chambered in 458 SOCOM. Really nice weapon. Go ahead and back out. And we'll go ahead and jump into the firing range, starting with the MWIII. So the MWIII, again, 300 Norma Magnum. This weapon was, I believe, in 2019, adopted by Special Forces SOCOM. Just a favorite within the Special Forces community. So the Barrett MWIII. Very nice weapon. And here is our M4 in 458 SOCOM. I think one of my favorite weapons across Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 and 3 here is the M4 in 458. Especially in Modern Warfare 2019, if you guys remember the Warzone videos for that, was just a beast in early Warzone for a DMR conversion. And I think I was probably one of the first people to discover that, and it was just amazing. You also have the ability here to go full auto if you need to. Not very accurately. Obviously, the 10-round mag that we're running is a little hindering, but you can upgrade to a 50-round mag if you need to. Just a beastly weapon. Love it in 458. Going to back out our next weapons here. We have the ACR 300, chambered in 300 Blackout. So this is going to be utilizing the MCW with, or the ACR with that Jack Raven kit, which will change it to a 300 Blackout conversion. Now we're going to run a Bruin tilt grip on this, an Echoless 80 suppressor, because we do need a 7.62 compatible suppressor for the 300 Blackout round. And then we're going to be running the Hollow Sun, I believe it is, or the Vortex, excuse me. So this is a Vortex optic, the Dragon's Eye optic. And we're going to be running the extended buck stock here for the Venom stock. So this is our ACR 300, chambered in 300 Blackout. Unfortunately, it must be supersonic. It doesn't sound subsonic. There's no real sound difference when I originally tested this weapon for the conversion video in the beginning of Modern Warfare 3. I don't know if they fixed that yet, but when I tested it originally, there was no sound difference in the round, which was definitely a mistake. Here we're going to be running the M16A3 from, basically inspired by Battlefield 3. So, no, this is not the full auto conversion of the M16 that was just added. This is actually a better version. This is the M16, or the M4 converted to an M16. We did this video in Modern Warfare 2 for conversions. We're just going to take the base M4. High Tower 20 barrel gives us that A4 barrel for the M16. The 1 milliwatt PEC gives us the PEC 15 on the right-hand pick. EOTech optic, or the Dragon Lone Wolf optic. Going to run the M4 buttstock, that Precision Elite Factory. Is the M16 buttstock, excuse me, and Lockwood Precision Grip there just for a vertical grip. This is essentially what the M16A3 was in Battlefield 3. And boy, was it a beast. So, definitely missed that game. Good times. Everyone was running that thing. It was wild. So let's go ahead and start with the ACR 300. Again, chambered 300 blackout, 30 round mag at base. You do have the ability for a 40 rounder. Now the 300 blackout is really a close quarters weapon, made for close quarters, like stopping power essentially. It's basically the equivalent of a 7.62x39 Russian round essentially. Typically you'll see it be a subsonic round, meaning it travels slower than the speed of sound, heavy round, and very quiet when it's subsonic. So really nice weapon. Big fan of this thing. Next up, the M16A3 from the M4A1. Give it that Battlefield 3 M16. If anyone played Battlefield 3, you remember this thing. This was basically the exact build everyone would run. So really cool gun. Better than the full auto conversion for the M16. You have a correct barrel on there. So last but not least, the last two for the video today, we're going to be running the Super 46 or the CMMG Banshee carbine variant. So we did the Banshee with the 8-inch, 9-inch barrel the other day for the conversion. Here we're going to run the carbine variant with this 16-inch barrel, or at least as close as we can get to it. So we have the SynGuard Mark V suppressor on this thing. Now this is doesn't say what caliber this one's for. This is a 4.6x30 weapon. I believe it's chambered in, if I'm remembering correctly, 4.6x30. So same round as the MP7. So that suppressor, who knows whether or not, it doesn't say the caliber type, but it looks good. Gonna run the heavy barrel on this thing for bullet velocity and idle sway. 1 milliwatt PEC, again for the PEC 15. Gonna run a Dragon's Eye hybrid, just the EOTech with a flip. And then we're gonna run a Bruin Warrior grip. So this is our CMMG Banshee carbine variant, chambered in 4.6x30 millimeter. Really nice PDW carbine variant there. And then we're going to be running the AK-458. So this is a KV broadside, utilizing the Jack Jawbreaker conversion, changing this shotgun into a 4.58 SOCOM battle rifle. So go ahead and look at this here. We're going to start with the Bruin Harmonic grip, or suppressor. Now this is the one that comes with the spear. It's 6.8x51, but it looks really clean, so I had to run it. Then we're going to run a thermal optic. This just looks like a Russian flip. That's why I chose it. Going to run the PT-1 buttstock from Zenico there, that Makarov R7. And then we're going to run, obviously, the Jawbreaker and then a Merc foregrip for the heavy recoil control. And I'm running plum camo on this, which in the preview, it looks clean. And then here, it's covering most of it also. So it kind of covers that 3D printed parts pretty well, and you can see here it's saying that it's chambered at 4.58. So go ahead and take a look at this. Pretty crazy gun. Again, at base you have a 20 round magazine, which is more than the 4.58 SOCOM M4, which is super disappointing because I do like the M4 SOCOM 4.58 better than this. This has a slower rate of fire, which allows you to be maybe a little bit more accurate. So that's the AK-458. Go ahead now and look at the CMG Banshee carbine version of this SMG PDW, chambered to 4.6x30. Nice rate of fire on this allows us to be very accurate at these ranges, especially compared to the same caliber weapon, the MP7, which would not be this accurate. Really nice rate of fire on this. Allows us to be super accurate. I expect this will probably get a nerf at some point. Those are all of our tactical weapons here. Perfect timing as we get backed out to the lobby here, because for whatever reason there's still a timeout on private games, even though you're not idling, you're still doing stuff. So here we are nearly a year later and that hasn't been fixed. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, let me know what you guys think. Tactical Weapons Part 11 or 12, whichever one this ends up being. Still some of the best operators here in Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2019. Let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, Buffner Gaming, out.